3 years on, where is the Arab woman? Where is the Arab woman?
The Arab woman is at the heart of everything. Some people tend to think that the revolution did not keep all its promises, but the Arab woman certainly has kept her promises. We see Tunisian women, for example, today as an example of the Arab women being involved in the political process, but also the social process. They were out in the streets during the revolution. They were involved in the whole transition process.
And there was a women input into the Constitution?
Yes, there certainly was a female vision of the Constitution, not only about women's rights, but also about family and mostly about building a fair society.
There was a feminist outlook within the Tunisian politics?
Women brought certain openness to the Constitution, and they brought some form of mild debate to the assembly.
But I don't see them in government. I don't see them anywhere. I don't see them in the ministries. Do you see them in the ministries?
There is hardly a small number of women in the government, in ministries, just not even counted on the 5 women, but we have got 2 women ministers. What I think that women in Tunisia have been keeping to their promise and to the promise of the revolution, and we can witness this in 3 spaces, especially the streets, the Constitution of Tunisia, and the national dialogue that has been held before even the final draft of the Constitution.
But where are women in the political parties?
Women, that is not a sign, that is not really a sign, because I think that it does not mean that you are not in the parliament, that you are not participating actively in the empowerment of women within the political landscape. There is a political landscape. There are women who are really struggling to hold to their values, struggling to keep their assets, and they are actually influencing the Constitution and even the Constituent Assembly in every debate that is being held.
You see a greater role for women in the political party? They were going to become more ministers, more?
Yes, because I think the government doesn't necessarily reflect society as it's not elected. But when you look at the assembly, you see more the presence of women, not just in numbers, but in terms of impact. Their presence is felt in the text of the Constitution and also in the whole process. And that reflects society. And I think that has brought a new image of women in politics. Yes, we don't necessarily see as many women as men in political parties, but that trend is changing.
And you think it's changing only in Tunisia or throughout the Arab world?
Throughout the Arab world, I'm hoping.
I agree with Michael, but with a certain difference. Actually, she said that it brought the image of women. No, it has enlivened the image of women. Every time there is something, an issue which is pertaining to society, the woman is always there to actually to defend. It has got that defensive way, which has been appreciated all over the world. And it is influencing every decision that is being made in the Tunisian political scene, to my mind, because I've been too much closer to, not to the world of politics, but to the world of the youth. And it's within that category of people, especially with female students, with female young people, you can feel, witness, and live the potential that these women have got within the Tunisian revolution.
Out there in the world, they associate the progress for women with the schism between Islamism and secularism, that the more Islamist society becomes, the less role of the woman. Do you see that happening in Tunisia and in the Arab world?
No, I don't see that happening. Even the Islamist movements here have given women some form of role in their politics. And I don't think society is based on that schism. It's a matter of
You don't think there is a schism between Islamism and secularism?
No, I don't think society is based on that schism.
You don't think it's major, that division?
It's not a division.
You don't think people are divided on that role?
I think it's become more apparent maybe after the revolution, because most of these political trends, Islamist trends, were put under persecution by dictators.
Now they're legal.
They've become more visible. But it's not a matter of division. They need to find their own space in society. They need to integrate.